Good day. So today what we're going to do is run through Metasploit and try to do a reverse TCP shell. First of all, we're going to look at our Oracle box settings. I'm using a NAT network so I can emulate the university's IP scheme. Check your clipboard. I verified already these are my IPs. So real quick, using that's the Cali. And a .5 in the VM. The other thing I like to do when I'm in a virtual environment is Wireshark to make sure that I'm actually dealing with the devices I need to. 3 times. All right, so I'm gonna run Wireshark. I'm gonna filter ICMP. And then I'm gonna ping 10.27.110.4. And then you can see them come across, so we know we're in the right environment. Now, I would like to run Wireshark the whole time, but it will take distracting and take too much time, so we'll cut that out. All right. So let's go through real quick. We're going to do sudo su for root access, navigate to the root, and create a shell codes. So sudo su, now cd takes me back to root. ls, so we got to make directory shell codes. You want to make sure you're doing this under root, because if you do it under the Kali home, it won't let you see videos and do certain things in the exercise. So ls to list, navigate to it. So shell codes are created. We're in shell codes. That's important also. All right, so let's see what MSFVenmon will do for us. So this is just showing you all these standalone page generator. So it's just showing you all the page generators we can use. We know the one we want. All right, so we're going to do this command here, but we're going to break it down real quick. So you're going to use the framework of MSFVenmon -P Windows. This is a file path, so it's in the Windows MetaPredator and reverse_TCP. Listening host will be my Kali IP. Listening port will be 555. And then -F executes, create this file. So it has to be under roots, shell codes, and it's going to create us this payload. So we can copy that and hit enter. So once again, the coding alone is only 354 bytes, but the final size of the exe is 73,802. So more than 73,000 bytes of overhead. So that should be, you know, if you're seeing that type of thing happen, we should recognize that as possible, a loaded payload. All right, so now we need to run our server here. So you're going to tell the Kali here, advertise as a web server right here. And this is the port number we'll browse to. So we need a new terminal. Once again, go to sudo si. Navigate to roots, then cd shellcodes, ls. There is your exe. So now let's go ahead and run MS Console. And this is setting up this framework. It's just a little message here. Here's your tip. And here's all your exploits, your payloads. So now we got to direct it to what handler we're going to use. So copy this. And notice it turns red. So we are in we're basically weaponizing a file right now. You're telling set the payload to this folder, Windows, MetaPredator, reverse TCP shell, so we could find exactly where that is on the file system. And notice it's doing these little arrows, so it's actually telling you it's executed. So then we also put in the Kali listening host. It gave us a good output. And then 555 is our listening port. 555, 5. And then now once you told it where the payload is, you told it the IP and now the port number, and now we're time to exploit. So now you are weaponizing your Kali box. Now it's waiting for, so I'll go to my Windows VM here. First thing I'm gonna do, go to Windows Security Center. And then we go to threat protection. And after so many minutes, this is always gonna turn back on. So we turn it off, yes. Then we wanna go to, now of course we have to trick the user into going to this website that we created here. So it's either gonna be email. So you can see that I'm using IP address 10.27.110 4:8000. And there's the reverse shell. Click on this. It says more info because it's trying to still not let you run it. So now I'm actually in my remote session. All right. So we kind of got through all this. It's the hardest thing is get that to work. And then here's your website. So first thing I'm gonna do is type shell. Now I'm in the actual machine. So cd dot dot dir. See, we're in command prompt right now. All right, so let's go ahead and put a file on the desktop. So cd desktop dir, nothing there. So echo greater than sign password dot txt dir. So we can sit there and start dropping files if we need to. Now we can actually open this up. All right, so what we want to do now is let's kind of move this here so we can actually see some things happening here. All right, so let's go with reg edit. So I'm in my Kali remoted in, reg edit. Now, if you look on your Windows machine, it's asking you, do you want to open up the registry? Sure. So now we just got the user. Now we're doing yes, social engineering to get the user to do these things that we need them to, like download a file, then execute it. So the user gets confused, closes that out. So what's the next thing we want to do here? So we can go to the users, we go to the admin. So let's go to users, cd dot dot, cd dot dot, dir. So there's the admin. So we can go right into the admin account and start dropping files. If we type tree, it puts it in um, a text tree, like an old text tree that used to unfold here. So all admin, these are all the subfolders under, and then under this, and so on and so forth. So I thought that was kind of neat. So we can also do notepad dot exe. And if we look on our Windows machine, notepad's open. We could open up other programs, anything you wanted to actually. If you know the command, you can open it up. Okay, so PS. So we need to get out of. Let's say we got into their area. We got passwords, or we dropped files. We got what we needed. We're gonna go ahead and leave now. So Control C will cancel. So cancel the session. But I'm still in MetaPredator. So let's go ahead and do help on the right screen. HELP. So what I did is just copied all these into Notepad because there's a lot here. And so I wanted to do some basic things. So we're going to do right here the PS. All right, so let's go ahead and list PS, all the processes that are running on the Windows machine. So let's close out Notepad right off the bat. So if we do pkill notepad.exe. So what is this? Is that Google? What browser is this? Well, let's look. Firefox exe. Let's kill Firefox. Pkill Firefox.exe. Boom. So, but look here, we're killing not only Firefox, but all these other processes. So you can individually kill processes, or you can do a bigger function and get all of them. So we killed the mouse pad. Let's move the mouse now to 0, 0. So mouse, X and Y axis 0, 0. And if we look, the mouse is right at the top left corner. So that's the X and Y axis. So let's move its mouse. Let's go 500 and then do 0 on the Y axis. All right, so there we are. Now let's walk it down a little bit. Let's go 0, 500 on the X, 100 on the Y. So it's actually kind of cool. If you get this down, you can actually open and close windows. So if you open up Firefox, maximize it, right? So if we come all the way over there, so let's go reset mouse to 0, 0. So I know exactly where it is. Now let's go across the top. Let's go 1,000 and see how far it goes. Perfect. I closed, I hit it just the right. Look at that. That's luck. That was pure luck guessing that. I didn't map that out yet. So let's do no. Let's go here. So it's hitting that mouse spot and closing the window perfectly. I thought that was kind of neat. So I did share a webcam on my Windows machine, but I'm not sure it's showing up. So let's do webcam list. All right, so it says not working properly, but that's also I'm running a VM. I'm not going to worry about it. You can try to record map, record mic and snap, record webcam snap is just a picture. So there's a lot of things other you can do in here, but that's kind of the things that I thought was kind of neat. So a very simple, quick reverse shell can give you complete access to someone's machine by them just opening up the file.